This is a serious message that's going out to Angelina Jolie and to a national magazine about the stars. I said it's about time I was able to do this publicly, and it's on YouTube before. I do have a way that is 90% positive that will create a vaccine for the world for both prostate cancer and breast cancer. I'm asking for a little bit of money to help out. So maybe someone can donate a few million like I have. I've only put in $300,000 of my own money for the cancer research and $1 million or so in effort. All volunteer on my part. So please, world, if I'm a scammer, why in the world would I put in only $300,000 of my own in cash? Duh. So please, don't accept. So right now, there's a woman named Sumani who says, gee, am I calm? See, I texted her in caps, and she goes, oh, you're angry because I texted in caps? The people at Hooters in Rockville died laughing, going, I was just drinking some scotch at the time when I was typing, and I didn't make a scene. Duh, you can't tell if someone is manic if they're, typing capital letters is now a sign of mania? Duh, says my daughter, Stephanie. It's like, can you get any more stupid? And she still thinks I was angry at her because it just went on my screen now. So please, world, that's stupid. See, you have to act, meaning watch someone. You can't go, oh, he typed fiction in caps, and that means he's manic. I mean, even the bartender, mother said, hey, she texts in caps when she's upset. It's a form of communication. It's not a sign of mania. Duh. So her mom must be manic like me because she just types in caps. See, if you start applying this to people, this is the stupidest thing on the face of the earth because you can't. I mean, it's all about behavior, not about texting, vita, defamation of character. Duh. See, defamation, meaning you slander my name. Slander my name for texting. No, manic behavior is something that you're not in touch with reality. See, Dr. Stephen Frost is in touch with reality because I live in 1653 Poplar Grove. And now I am apologizing to Angelina Jolie and all the women that had double mastectomies. See, you did not need to do that. But people like Vita, because they say I'm mentally ill for typing in caps along with Sumani, these are the people that kept me from going out because they're dumb and ignorant. See, repeat after me, world. Without a psychiatric degree, you may not ever diagnose somebody as insane or whatever because you have no credentials. See, Dr. Stephen Frost has credentials, and I would never say to Vita or to Sumani without meeting them in person to say what their behavior is, because that would be mean and cruel behavior. Mean and cruel, world. Mean and cruel as this goes out. See, stupid would be Colleen McGlory. Remember, stupid is Colleen McGlory. She goes that raising your voice is a sign of blowing the world up. That's stupid because I've never hit anyone in my entire life. I'm a karate expert. I put distance between myself, meaning I got the hell out of town as soon as she threw down her rigs because she has a problem, not me. And I won't even reveal that problem because it's called personal. Duh. But she made everybody popular, meaning, again, slandering and causing a name problem. So that's the reason, Angelina Jolie, that I had to go and dodge these people. So if you don't understand right now, Angelina Jolie and Hollywood, what I had to deal with, please. So as a doctor of real biochemistry and real neurology for only 30 years with credentials, unlike these people, see, they don't have any credentials. Me, I have national, for my cancer, I have the NIH, Early Detection Research Network. NIH is the National Institute of Health, VITA, and Colleen, they don't have those credentials because they are not members. Say you've got to be a member and a PhD to get in and do like real research. They don't, meaning their testimony is fried, okay? Because they don't know what the hell they're talking about, meaning they have now had malpractice lawsuits on them as well, meaning you just can't get any easier, really. Malpractice, meaning they're practicing medicine without a license. Then they slander my name, defamation of character. Can it get any easier? Gloria Frost, too. Duh. She's Mr. Psychiatrist, too, meaning she's the one, Angelina Jolie, that really caused your problem, my ex. And I told her, don't ever do this and talk to me. She wouldn't talk to me because she thinks I'm going to blow her away by kindness. That's what Mike Conway is for. He's called a lawyer. Cardinal Health is who her employer, who said that I was wacky when she was the one, not me. In her own handwriting, she says my company is worth $40 billion. See, repeat after me, world. $40 billion is what my company was worth according to Gloria Frost, not me. Any interference from a corporation by calling malpractice, meaning she practiced medicine without a license, calling me manic in public, and then defamation of character and slander means I can sue for the maximum of $40 billion. I told Mike Conway, said, I'd accept $1 billion, maybe $500 million. That would be fine with me. I mean, the guy on Fox is going to get $50 million probably. I said my company, because it's going to have a cure for cancer that's interfered with. $40 billion sounds about right in my opinion. But that's called an opinion. See, I don't even practice law, even though I have skills in it, because that would be called illegal, because you don't practice law publicly without something called a license. The same thing with accounting. Although I'm an expert accountant, I cannot give advice because my dad had something called a certification called a CPA. Therefore, I can't tell people how to invest their money. So see, I follow the law. We call that a law in the United States. For some reason, people with mental illness get labeled illegally by people that have no skills at all. And they go, that's okay. The answer is N-O, because this proves it, Angelina Jolie. You lost your 2 breasts because of people like Vida and Colleen and Gloria, because they practice medicine without a license, and therefore I wasn't able to get to you with this cure, which is real. All right, I put only $300,000 in, and it's going out on the rags, meaning it'll hit Woman's World as well as the other one, and it goes to my lawyers. I do not care if I get any money at all. It's all about making sure that Angelina Jolie and the rest of the women know that they do not need to lose their breast. If they're smart, they'll pay attention to me. If they're dumb, they won't. So if this message doesn't go to anybody, who really cares? But really, Hollywood, I got friends called Bobcat Goldthwait and Thomas SpongeBob Kenny. Those are my references. If I'm lying, please tell me how I'm lying after doing 30 years of cancer research and coming up with a cure. And they go, no, you can't do that because I've done it 30 years at 18 hours a day for my daughter because she could have a breast cancer. And my daughter, she could have a baby one day. And that's for preeclampsia, which I did research called miraculans.com. I did research in cancer at miraculans.com on mass spectrometry when it was in early stages. Then at Next Gen Sciences, I did mass spec in an advanced stage with peptides, which is what we are now using for the vaccine. Oh, that's called like 8 years of research time. Repeat after me, world. That's 8 years of research that went into that. It just didn't happen overnight. And then in Science Magazine in 2013, they go, immunotherapy is now the biggest thing ever in 2013. I went out public in GBX Summit, in October of 2012, well before Angelina Jolie cut her breasts open. So it is Gloria Frost and Cardinal Health that are directly responsible for this. And then you have friends like Vida and her family and Colleen McGlory and Sumani to help you in terms of their ability to still tell me I'm manic because I have Tourette's syndrome. See, Tourette's syndrome is not mania. Duh. Gee whiz, my friend Susan Confusion, which I just had on the phone, she's like, "Oh, Steve, I love you." And then the next day, it's like, "I don't love you anymore." It's like, can women get any more finicky? Duh. When Sumani was calling me mentally ill, I went and played at Hera, the casino, or not, River Casino in Chicago. And I cashed in like $200 worth of chips for my craps table because I wasn't insane. I was actually insanely good. I actually made money at gambling. So here, Angelina Jolie, I'm going to try to do this because I said, since I apologize to you, I will give you all of the stuff that's on my table, which I'm not sure if I can see. There's 40 ounces of pure silver bars from Engelhard. That's like real. I mean, if you look on eBay, you'll see Engelhard bars of silver. You know, it depends on the value placed on it. I mean, it's between like $400 and $800 all the way up to as much as maybe $5,000, depending on how you view the particular bar of silver. Plus, I have a beautiful gold coin for you too, in something called a City National Bank of Rockford, Illinois container that I got at a real place called Belvedere Coin on Belvedere Road, in a place that's real called Belvedere, Illinois, and it's like about 5 blocks away from where Colleen McGlory and I, Colleen lives on a particular road called Logan, where she had put me in a legal restraining order. And I said, that's stupid because it's true. I tried to go to Ghana, which is like another continent away from her, because she has a problem. You always run away from people that have problems, because I would never stay close to her. And for some reason in her mind, not following her around is now stalking, according to a judge, meaning interview the person, judge. Oh, let's interview Colleen McGlory right now. Oh, Colleen McGlory says this. Oh, Steve Frost is stalking me. Okay, prove it. I go to 4 o'clock Mass at St. James in Belvedere. Okay, Colleen, how many times have you seen Dr. Stephen Frost at 4 o'clock Mass? 0. Okay, that's stalking. See, 0 meaning as soon as she broke up with me, I went to the cathedral, like today in Rockford. I went to St. James in Rockford. And then I've tried to avoid that Mass at all costs. We call that giving distance, meaning not stalking. See, if I was stalking, I would go to that Mass all the time. And in her own mind, I'm stalking her by avoiding her. See, that's why I got a house, even on the, if anybody actually read that, I was in Winnebago County and she was in Belvedere. See, I actually moved my house away from her. See, judge, I went from close by to, like 10 miles away from her to Rockford, which is now 30 minutes away from her. See, judge, I moved my house away from her. See, away. See, farther away. See, that's giving distance, because the judge can't figure out what an address change is from 1653 Poplar Grove, which is close to her, to now Rockford, which is, farther away. See, farther away means I'm not stalking. See, if I'm stalking, I would move closer to her. See, stalking is the opposite. Duh. Even the judge should have been able to figure that out, but obviously he or she couldn't, because I can't read the stupid handwriting. Hopefully this will get tossed out like tomorrow when I talk to my lawyer, because it's just so stupid. Stalking is now moving your house away from her. What do I have to do? Move to California? Go to Mars? Oh yeah, I have to go to Mars now because Ghana is not far enough away. Because I had a passport, I just couldn't get there because of this stupid thing, meaning it got rejected. All the paperwork, we call that documented evidence in court. But because people don't actually allow evidence in court anymore, I actually had to put it on YouTube like this instead, Angelina. See, Angelina, it's the court systems that screwed up in Lake County, and that's screwed up here in Winnebago too. See, it's not my fault that the court systems think that not stalking people is a sign of insanity. See, not stalking. No, I haven't stalked her. I've stayed away from her as far as I could go. And the stupid court system actually thinks that I'm actually trying to hurt her when I haven't done anything wrong. See, I'm a trained psychiatrist because I've only had 30 years credential called neurochemistry. I have grants in only neuroaids. She doesn't. I have grants in Parkinson's. I studied Parkinson's when I was a baby scientist in 1984, and Colleen McGlory has not done any of it. Somehow Colleen is now the expert neurobiologist without having any basic research in chemistry at all. Duh. If I lose in court because I'm an expert at neurochemistry with 90 new assays coming out and Frost Laboratories Incorporated that no one in the world has, including Colleen McGlory and Abbott Laboratories and Roche, that's extremely nice because I'm trying to show that the people are stupid in saying that I, a powerful scientist and a neurochemist, is somehow mentally ill. That would be insanely stupid or malpractice. See, Angelina, that's why this is all their fault and not mine. So again, I apologize for human beings in America actually being the cause for your breasts to be removed, because somehow a nice man like me from Vermont is called insane. My family in Vermont was furious at the insanity in Illinois and the rest of the world, saying that a nice man like me who's never harmed anyone is mentally ill, including Sumani, just because I texted in bold. Ooh, he's evil because he texted in bold, just like my son Kevin. Oh my God, Dad, you texted 3 times. Now you're mentally ill because I texted him 3 times. No, Dad, you texted 21 things in a row to communicate financial planning to him. No, Dad, you're insane for actually trying to teach him how to do financial planning. It's all on my phone, by the way. It's called documented evidence in court of stupidity. And I have to subpoena my own son to chastise him because he's a stupid asshole. Meaning he's also responsible, just like everybody else. Biased and bigoted, not paying attention to their father at all. Meaning he's the complete opposite. Whatever I said, he said the opposite of. Meaning in my mind, that's a mental illness because he's not paying attention to facts and data. That means he's delusional. Repeat after me, class. Delusional means they don't pay attention to facts and data. See, I have facts and data. He's delusional, meaning he doesn't have any facts and data. Anything he says, it's always the opposite. That's a sign of bipolar or mental illness. Duh, as my daughter would say. Really? It's that easy. I mean, if you're a trained psychiatrist with only 30 years of neurochemistry. All right, the world, please tell me I'm wrong. Give me another neurochemist that has 90 new assays out. And Next Gen Sciences is the proof, because Bhavin Patel is independent witness because he developed them in Rockford, Illinois, employed by Thermo Fisher. Repeat after me. Thermo Fisher is a real company in Rockford that you can see. So if anybody actually watches this message, hopefully from the real rags, they'll actually post this. But who cares if they don't? Because I'm still a happy man. Because I don't have to deal with this shit because I just shut them down in court. And that makes me a happy man, because if I don't win it there, I'll win it Lake County easily with Mike Conway, as he just died laughing at how stupid this is. Oh, I wanted to bury the hatchet. It's all on film. Burying the hatchet means peace. No, Gloria thought that was a death threat. Evil Dr. Frost wanted a truce according to Star Trek: The Day of the Dove. The Klingons were at war with them, and they wanted peace. Captain Kirk said he wanted peace by saying he wanted to bury the hatchet. Dr. McCoy goes, oh my God, there's no truce here. Duh, that's a legal saying. Anybody knows anything about law? Obviously they don't in Lake County. They fell for a trap. Duh, I'm a whistleblower with cchr.org. See, that's a civil rights group that focuses on violations like this to try to shut down people. Finally, Dr. Frost goes, you know what? You guys are full of hooey. Therefore, everybody's practicing medicine without a license in America today. So please, everyone that hears this better stop calling everybody else, oh, you have ADHD. No, today I have QXYZ. No, Only a trained psychiatrist can do that, and even then they're biased because they're only human beings without any independent testing. Just like for me, they didn't ask the right questions. How many times have you had sex in your life? And how much money did you make? Duh. If they did that, they would find out that they were wrong. But they never did. Duh. So we call that bigoted and biased, showing that human beings are that way. The way you get around bigoted and biased is you do this. It's so simple, even a child could do it. You get 3 different psychiatrists together without any information about the patient. You ring them through 3 or 4 people, and then if they all come up with the exact same diagnosis, then it's correct, because therefore you have 3 or 4 people out of 5. That's what we call Crest toothpaste. 4 out of 5 doctors recommend Crest toothpaste. 4 out of 5 doctors say that I am bipolar, if done independently at the exact same time. And even if I did, who cares, because I take something called lithium every day. Repeat after me, world. Lithium is an essential mineral. I take it, of course, every day because it's essential, because biochemists know it. And I take it at 300 milligrams a day, as I have demanded. I demanded 300 milligrams a day. And Dr. Singer listened, Dr. Cohn listened, and therefore I take 300 milligrams a day to keep the psych doctors away. That's called medication that actually cures a disease. If I had bipolar, then it actually works. That's why you take medicine. Duh. If you have a headache, you get rid of the headache by taking medicine class. You take an aspirin and the headache goes away. If you take lithium, then the mania goes away. So if I have bipolar, of course, the medicine is designed to take it away, not to promote it. So again, class, medicines remove the symptoms of a bipolar. Even if I had it, then even if I had it, I can't be manic by definition, because I'm taking the medicine to remove the mania. And I'm talking in a calm manner. See, manics can't talk in a calm manner, world. That's the sign of sanity, is that if I'm insane, I'd be running around like a chicken with my head cut off, because that's a sign of mania. See, this is not mania. This is called a conversation with a stupid cell phone. But it's still conversation of comprehension, meaning EDRN is real. Kevin is not real, meaning he thought I was mentally ill because of the typing. Children, women, men, I mean, really. So if you can't figure this out, that I'm sane by now, then please, world, whatever. Leave just me alone, and we won't do breast cancer research, and all the women can die because of Vita and Colleen and Gloria. So take their side, and you can all die of breast cancer, because I won't do it. Now, if you choose the other side and say they're the ones that are a problem, well, then I'll continue my research. So that's the simple thing. So it's Rockford at 9/5/17, 1:30 p.m. I want all my friends from Hollywood to show up that are available at that date at 1:30. I mean, if the world wants breast cancer vaccines, then you show up. If no one shows up, who the cares? And then I won't care either. Thumbs up for Frost means everybody shows up on 9/5/17. And if it's down, then it's okay. I expect to hear from the little newspaper, and if I don't, well, that shows again, nobody actually believes in cancer research can be done. So therefore, if nobody believes in it but me, then I just walk away, and that'll be the end of it, because I have everything I need to be happy without any of this. I've risked my life all for you guys, and then everybody goes, you're still insane for trying to cure cancer, Colleen. Really, that's mean.